Hello everyone, I'm Terry Duke and welcome to my channel. What you're seeing here is my current PC setup, which I've had for 5 years. A bit messy, I know, but I feel like being honest. No one ever keeps their desk perfectly clean, am I right? But today is a big day for me. Thanks to hard work on YouTube and some funding from my government, I went a little nuts on Black Friday, and by the end of this video, I will have pushed my setup to its full potential. And as I set up my new gear, I'll be throwing in some product reviews as well, so if you feel inspired by this video, feel free to support the channel with a like and subscribe. Before we start, let me describe a bit more what you're seeing here. Under the desk, collecting dust, is my computer, which was pretty high-end in 2017, and still very solid today. This computer rocks a 4.2 GHz Intel i7-7700K, a GTX 1080, 32GB of DDR4 RAM, as well as a 256GB SSD, and a 4TB hard drive. Solid computer for both editing and gaming. Would not even have this channel without this computer. For my gaming chair, this is the Secretlab Omega. Very happy with it, I've had it for a few years and works perfectly for either one of my gaming styles. For my monitor, this is the Bell S2716DJ, and oh my god, I have no idea how it got this expensive. I swear I didn't pay that much 4 years ago. This makes no sense. Anywho, 27-inch, 144Hz, 1440p, 1 millisecond response, and G-Sync. Very good monitor for gaming. Only drawback is the TN panel, which means colors look great until you look at the screen from an angle. For my mouse, this is the Logitech M720 Triathlon. Very comfortable mouse, however this is the second one I own, and like the first one, the hold click is becoming unreliable over time. Makes drag and drop frustrating at times, which is a big shame because the mouse itself is very comfortable. The keyboard is a Extreme Gaming RGB semi-mechanical keyboard, and it's not great. Lighting options suck, and I don't like mechanical keyboards in general, too clumsy for video editing, and this one is especially loud, which isn't my thing. Underneath them both, the tactical World Map mousepad, which I'm sure you've all seen online at some point. Bit of a silly purchase, and the design has worn out at the bottom after years of use. Still, very comfortable, and it looks pretty cool. For speakers, I have some old Logitech ones, which still sound surprisingly good as long as you don't touch the wires in the slightest. These days though, I mostly use my gaming headset, which is the Clem Puma, and almost an exact replica of my previous headset under a different brand name. It's very comfortable thanks to the open back headband. Mic does the trick too, but I'm always bothered by the wire. This leaves my Xbox controller, for which I don't have the wireless adapter, so I play with the wire. This, along with the headset, has been making my long gaming sessions fairly uncomfortable for a while now. And holding it all together is my computer desk. I always liked the idea of a desk with an extra shelf for the monitors, as well as the extra surface it gives for anything else. I'd see those all the time when working in the TV industry, but they were either too big or too expensive for me. This one is homemade. I designed it myself and my father built it. As cool as it looks, and as practical as it is, it's also very silly and potentially dangerous, as the desk base is an IKEA frame for which the desk has no screws. Currently, the whole frame keeps the desk on top of it by using blue tack, as well as the sheer weight of the desk itself. Any movement for the desk has to be done gently by either pulling at the legs or the frame, as pulling the desk itself could cause it to potentially slide off. And yet this is my desk, with no accidents, for 5 years. And so this is my PC setup. The coolest thing about it, I specifically designed it with a triple 27-inch monitor setup in mind, and today we get to put it to the test. So let's go! Since I'm upgrading the whole setup, it's also a good opportunity to do a massive cleanup. So first, I basically removed and unplugged everything, gave the monitor and PC a good dusting, cleaned the whole surface of the desk, and pushed everything outward to give me room to maneuver. As part of the new setup, I also have a table on the side on which I intend to rest all of my hardware, including the PC, my printer, and my consoles. The goal is to keep everything clean and off the floor. This is my PS2 along with the adapter. This was my main setup for my classic game series whenever I review the PS2 game, but eventually my PS3 will make its way here too. With the table set, it's time to install everything on the desk itself, starting with some wire trays from Amazon at the back. This will keep all of my wiring organized. I even have room for my power bars, so that's cool. And because the computer is a bit far for some peripherals, I have a USB 3 extension, as well as 2 USB 3 hubs that I'm putting right into the tray. The trays themselves feel very solid and reliable, so far I'm satisfied. To replace my Logitech speakers, I went with the Curtis soundbar. This soundbar is boasting a whooping 150 watts, as well as RGB lighting. This soundbar takes a little more space, but simplifies my sound setup quite a lot. The RGB itself is simple. Solid colors are very nice, but rainbows don't flow well. For the sound, I needed to tweak it using the Windows 10 equalizer, but it's pretty solid, and I can always add a subwoofer later. To add some bling, I'm replacing the mousepad with the RGB mousepad by Baihun. pretty good for the price, and it adds some USB hubs to the side, which will come in handy when I need to plug a few things like a phone charger. For the keyboard, I'm going with the SteelSeries Apex 3. Much better RGB, comfortable handrest, and my god, the keys are so quiet. Very good purchase, very happy with it. In an effort to keep the wires at a minimum, I finally got myself the Xbox wireless adapter. Already have the batteries for the controller, so now we'll finally enjoy some wireless gaming. What about the headset though? Meet the SteelSeries Nova Arctis 7P wireless. This absolute beast of a gaming headset is wireless with 38 hours of battery life. It boasts 7.1 audio, an open back for extra comfort, as well as a connector with a USB adapter, basically making it possible to plug into any PC or console without having to worry about Bluetooth. The retractable mic is also pretty good, though I won't be using it. And it still has Bluetooth, so you can use it with your phone, and damn, it sounds really good. With it, I bought this headset holder for the desk, so keeping everything neat. Now let's move on to the monitors. My Dell is going right back in the center as it's my primary gaming monitor, but to accompany it I got two Asus VY279HE monitors at 1080p, 75Hz, 1 millisecond response with IPS panels, and it's got the iCare Plus feature, which I'm looking forward to try out. These would be pretty good gaming monitors, but as working monitors, they will be excellent. Because I didn't like the stands though, I decided to get mounts from Amazon Basics to perfectly adjust them on the desk. The arms are very sturdy and offer plenty of flexibility. Oh my, it's really coming together now. But we're still not done. The ultimate objective of this new setup is to also start streaming. For this, I need a webcam and a decent microphone. For the webcam, we have the Nexeco N660p. At 1080p 60fps, this webcam will do the trick. For the mic, I went with the Razer Serene V2X. Very good quality for the price, but I don't care for that stand, so I also got a boom arm. This was designed for a slight variant of the same mic, but with the adapter that came in the box, the mic fits in perfectly. The arm itself is a little too short for my taste, but very good quality and feels very sturdy. And so this is more or less the new setup. After organizing the wires and turning everything on to make sure everything works, I'm pushing the desk and table back into place to take in all of the glory. And before I forget, I also got myself the footrest cushion by 5 Stars United, very comfy, and a Western Digital 8TB external hard drive for storing all of my gameplay footage for my YouTube videos. But anyway, here it is. And that's about it for today. You're currently seeing me in streaming mode. Thanks to this webcam and this mic, I will officially reattempt to do streaming eventually. I'm very excited, and seriously, you have to be in my seat to believe it. This setup, it's awesome. But none of this would be possible without all of you watching my content, so thank you all so much, especially to my current 1700 subs. I greatly appreciate it. All your positive feedback, it's been awesome so far. I'm not sure whether to stream to YouTube or Twitch yet, or both, but it's coming. So subscribe to the channel, link to my Twitch and Discord in the description, as well as links to all the products featured in this video. For those actively invested in my content, I'm sorry I haven't been as productive lately. I've been very busy, there's been all kinds of crazy things going on, but I have a new setup and I'm hoping that by January, I'm right back on track to being fully productive. I will do both streaming and videos. I will go back to Bannerlord and possibly Warband if there's more content to be done. So if you're not subscribed yet, make sure you do, that way you won't miss anything. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.